Hi, so after reviewing my video from last week, I realized I didn't really give you a good introduction of me. So let's start over. Hi, I'm Yasmin and I'm 18 years old and I study sculpture and jazz music at a university in the city. I'm Egyptian and I'm also an avid Whovian. So the Fez doubles for both my background and one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I'm quite a big nerd, actually. Anything I'm really interested in, I nerd out into, whether it be music or art or games. One thing I want to talk about though is something that I've noticed growing up. If anything, I think it's kind of a stereotype that Muslims and Arab kids have to go into a field of medicine or science or math. My mother always pushed me towards my passion. My passion is definitely music and art. And ever since a young age, I've always loved to draw or to play with clay or paint pictures. And from a young age, I was taught to play the piano, and eventually I met my true love, which is percussion, and now I'm a jazz drummer. I never excelled in math or science, and my father, he's a chemistry professor, so he had a big problem with it.
Yasmina!
Yeah, Dad?
What are you going to do?
I don't know, I'm thinking about art or music. You know, I like to sculpt and play drums.
No. These are just hobbies. You need to find a career. You have to be a doctor or a pharmacist or something with science.
No. Sorry.
You have to discover the cure for cancer. You have to be successful, and you can only do this through math and science.
I can be just as successful. I'm not just going to be some studio artist because that's really difficult. I'm going to apply my techniques to something practical, like museum restoration and forensic sculpting, Dad. And that's how our conversations would go every time we were in a car together, or anytime I'd start talking about school. As I neared graduating from high school, I always knew that I wanted to do an art or music, but there was a little tiny bit in there where I thought my dad had convinced me that I wanted to do medical imaging. I was lucky and I snagged an internship with one of the hospitals, and I would go during one of my free periods in class. When I was there, I realized that I could never be a doctor or never be someone that works in a hospital, just because there was something that just brought me down while I was in there, and I could never see myself in that position. Finally mustered up the courage to tell him that I didn't want to do that. Literally 3 months before I graduated, I had applied to the university I am at now. About a couple weeks ago, I felt that I had made a wrong choice in what I wanted to study, and I called up my father, and our conversation went like this. Hey, Dad?
Yes, Yasmina.
I kind of think like I shouldn't be studying sculpture. I feel like I should study anthropology instead, because I'm scared that even with my museum studies certificate, I'm not going to get a job in Egypt while I'm studying for my Egyptology degree.
No, I think you're going to be okay. You need to do something that involves your hands. You need to do something that you enjoy doing, and I feel that what you have decided to do with your degree, you'll be able to be successful. Don't worry, everything will be okay. Just keep doing what you're doing and you'll be fine.
That means a lot. Thank you. I'm glad that you finally support me. Okay. So I was really surprised that he supported me after years and years of trying to break me and trying to get me interested in chemistry or physics or some type of science. He finally pushed me back into my passion. I'm not saying that if you truly enjoy math and you truly enjoy sciences is bad. It's just that I know that I'm not the only one that was pushed into that. The moral of this video is, regardless what your parents say, always follow your passion and follow what you love. And I know it sounds cheesy and generic, but follow your heart, because it won't lead you astray. You're going to have people you love tell you that it's not worth it and it's a waste, but as long as you're happy, that's what really matters. Hope that serves as a good introduction and a good lesson for today. I will catch you guys next week.